Greetings, this is Free and Area Mantra. I welcome you to my recap of the 14th episode of their 4th campaign, which is officially known as A Bridge Too Far, but I like to call it Tales of a New Wind, Chapter 14, Foggy Perceptions. Sorry for the delay. I really wanted to. I had to finish off the end. Have find time to finish off the homebrew for the end. Sorry, and we'll actually be showing both editions. As always, I have a few disclaimers. First, I do not own nor am I associated with Critical Role, its YouTube Twitch channels, or any other online presence it or its parent organization, Geek and Sundry, may. I'm just a fan sharing with fellow fans, and while I do not own any of the stuff in the video, stuff for the actual episode, I will be showing clips as part of fair use, which will include a few moments of instances of import or critical moments, but mainly we'll be focusing on comedic moments because often the humor is hard to translate or convey at least second-hand. And with, I think that's everything. So with that out of the way, we start back with a look back to the soldiers' table, specifically Tior and Thimble, as they travel back to the city of Dressar on the King's Highway in Timney. Because they are more noticeable of them, being a fairy and a lion folk, they are more keeping cover under they're keeping cover in the wagons, along with the still petrified Sid Prior, Tior's brother. Tior has to admit at this point that he's anxious.
Friends and some sort of resolution, but I am full of anxiety.
Well, yeah, they want to kill you there, so...
They don't want to kill me, they want to strip my shadow from my being. It's very different.
Well, if the Draconuses didn't have reason to hurt us before, they do now.
Yeah.
So now we'll have a few families after us.
How are we going to get my brother through the city? Even if we get to Bolaire, a giant lion is one thing, made of stone, entirely other. How do you... You've lived here. Are you able to... I was going to ask if you hide, but... not the same.
Not quite. But let me think. You know, Baz and I got a lot of stuff into the city.
The idea, her suggestion is that to get in with Sid, use Theozy's old smuggler routes. However, there may be complications. Often you would have a bit of work with other smugglers too. However, one of the biggest things with smuggling in this thing is the Crow Keepers, who, like, when they last met in Dalmakyar, they attempted to question them in one of their own taverns, and it would start with the ball would end up killing the leader of that particular, the highest, which ended up with the death with the highest ranking member of the Crow Keepers in that tavern. And then they went on a journey which was all that even if they were a little even if they were kind of being potentially ostracized right now for some aggressive movements, they just still went down and hunted down and killed all of the Crow Keepers that Casimir also being Crow they hunted down Casimir and the rest of his Crow Keepers. So if that word's going around, they may not. That may be a closed door, or an open door, but only trouble on the other side. Sid is currently stone right now. And since he's no longer a kid, he's roughly the same size as Tior. Tior is pretty strong and stuff, even for his size, but solid some of roughly the same volume as he, that's a little much. So they have to, right now, it looks like they have to use the wagon game in, which means, which also limits what routes they can take.
You faced in the cellars of Castle Delani. Heave the stone statue with those bracers.
The bracers! That guy wasn't strong, he used the bracers.
Huge.
Did you put him on? Who put him on? Did anyone put him on?
I did look best.
Get him on, put him on.
I'm wearing them.
Make him yours.
Work! Make me strong!
Thank you, Splittrigger.
You see. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check with disadvantage.
But why? I'm not gonna roll much lower than that. Nope. It's gonna be. It's a 4.
It's a 4. On a 4, you fail to attune to the bracers. You hold them. Thimble, you remember seeing Callowin Royce wear these. These are the bracers of oak and birch. Yeah. They not only allowed Callowin to have an enormous strength like that of mighty trees of the deep woods of Fairy, but also precluded him from the need to wear armor. His skin was as dense.
So while you're under the effects of
as
bark
like
skin?
a living tree. You once saw him take a sword to the arm at full swing that only got about a quarter of an inch in before it stopped and hardened around it. It sort of bled green sap for a while afterwards.
No, wait. Those bracers are those are the shit. You've really got to learn to make them work for you.
Okay, I will sleep
Like, 'cause,
in
you
them.
know-
I will... What?
I mean, I know your fur helps a lot, but you don't have a lot of armor on.
No, it is an encumbrance.
Yeah, so
But if these will be enough to move Sid, then great. But we will have to find somewhere to put him.
Okay, and just to make sure I'm actually recording. I've been burned before. Thimble, another plan is that instead of having trying to stick Sid in like this, Thimble could just sneak in and go talk to Belair. Maybe he can bring their stuff out like that. Despite his appearance, that would be less noticeable. Could be less noticeable. And one sick thing though is the Dakotas push the They've brought us up over, but the Dakotas pushed the execution of Theozy hard, and probably because they didn't want people to know what he did for them. Thimble was part of that operation, I think. And quite frankly, even if it wasn't, she's a well-known associate of him, so they might be looking for her. Another thing for Thimble to worry about, because of course she also now that their main thing is coming to end, coming to full fruition. I once had the power of speech. I can't remember how long ago it was, but she needs to find out about Octus and Ernessa, as well as the remainder of House Royce. Also Venus too, because I think the only one she really has a problem with that house is Julian. Actually, speaking of which, she's actually, since she doesn't know what goes on there and stuff, she's always had mistrust, Julian going against the wishes of most of his family, and was actually the one to go seek out, defeat, and capture Theozy in the Falconers Rebellion, so she doesn't have those high, and knows there's quite a bit of animosity he has to Theozy. So she's worried, so she doesn't really have a high opinion, and is worried he may have sold... May have sold them out to... she's not the best judge of character. She has a limited view, and it's hard to get her to get her out of it. Also, but mainly she's kind of got something like she's worried, like in the now absence of Theozy, should she have stayed to protect, try to protect Ernessa? Like, she could have known about the attack, but it's guilt. I'd probably be doing the thing too, especially if all I did, the reason I left was just for revenge. Big thing about revenge, like, you don't really get anything out of it. And there's always could be an opportunity to get, and if even if it's a motive, prioritize it less, because protection, like, if you fail to protect something, you choose a chance it's gone for good. Fail to get revenge, that thing is good, so whatever you're trying to get is still out there.
If what if after, everything happens with Sid, you can help me find... You can help me find Octus? You can help me find...
Of course.
What if we have to go to the orchard?
Do they allow my kind in the orchard?
Why not?
I don't know. One of them tried to put his hat in me.
No, that's...
That guy's not at the orchard.
He's not? You don't know where his cousin's are?
That was a glade, not orchard.
Choose!
My family won't attack you. They won't try to put a hat in you, I promise.
If it will help you, then I will be there. And hopefully with my brother there to help. And if not... I am here for you. I wish I could have been here for the Ozzy. And I will not make that mistake again.
Tayor, give me an insight check. And on that 16 insight check from Thimble.
I forget if this was actually bad, but the important thing is, like after discussed, they do think that that in addition to the Bolaire as the Argonaut having stuff to restore Sid, they don't know what type of artifacts, what the properties of the magical artifacts they get are, so they have to have countermeasures and ways of, so they'll have a way to undo petrification. But in addition, since they often the trade in these things is often looked down upon, if not illegal, they of course have ways of getting the new curiosities in, and so they'll and since these things go on both sides, they'll have methods of getting the wagon through.
The emblem that you carry.
Oh yeah. While he's still looking at that, while he's looking in there, he notices that the emblem he carries, the symbol he likes of, carries the same type of magical aura as you can see in Sid in the other statues' eyes. They're all paladins who, in their freezing, was able to still keep their divine sense.
And we will continue this story in another episode of Critical Role.
As I recall, add the short sword just one to the end.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Critical Role Announcement Playhouse. We have a fun sponsor this week. Sam, why don't you tell us about the Killing Stone?
Oh, well, the Killing Stone is a deck-building card battler wrapped in a 17th century folk horror narrative where you try to beat the devil at his own game. And the demo is live on Steam now. To celebrate the game, I wrote a pretty fun song, but I'm not sure I should do it. You see,
I've heard
it's a reggae number. So, should I or shouldn't I?
We've always wanted to
Do it. The audience definitely wants to see Sam Regal do reggae.
Oh, okay, but I was worried that it might be, like, appropriation?
No way! People love that stuff. Set it to the tune of a Bob Marley song.
Okay, that's a great idea. Okay, Maestro, hit it. I'm gonna do...
No, stop. What the hell are you thinking? Reggae? Bob Marley? a terrible idea, and it's super expensive, so we're not doing that.
Oh, right. Both the devil and Marisha make good points.
Anyway, they have to be aware.
The devil's gone. Anyway, the game's story has even has two versions. What Marisha's saying, I guess.
Okay, they saw these. They saw her leave.
The game's
They had to
story
leave.
has
They have
two
visuals.
versions. A modern English version, or for you Shakespeare nerds, you can switch language styles at any time to 17th century English. How cool is that? I even wrote a rhyming soliloquy about it, but it's kind of long. Should I do
Please, do it! Viewers would love an extended Shakespearean monologue at the top of the show. I mean, really stretch out the time before the thing they tuned in for. They don't mind waiting while you play out your theater fantasies. Do it!
Yeah, you know what? You're right. Maybe I should.
No, not really, you idiot. You know who writes Shakespeare as well as Shakespeare? Not you.
Oh.
You know who acts well enough to carry off a monologue like that? Definitely also not you. Just read the copy the game sent us, please.
Again, both the devil and Marisha make a lot of
I noticed how they only have the devil and not having her an angel. Like
sense. Speaking of great actors, The Killing Stone features the voice talents of Critical Role's very own Liam O'Brien. So to honor him, this next part I'm going to do in my little Irish accent. But should I?
Definitely. I know all about Irish accents, and yours is 100% accurate. I'm practically an expert. Practice it right now.
Oh, tough of the morning to ya. Do you want to play the Killing Stone then, hoity-toity?
Oh, you're so good.
Where the
You're
fuck is this?
It's not. Tell us what the hell. Stop trying to ruin the show, please.
Make me.
You know what? I'm stronger than you, Jaffe.
Stop! Oh God, you're tearing me apart! Both of you, you're tearing me apart! Nice try, Taliesin, but back to your sulfur pit, please. Hey, Tiny Marisha, you want to do this last part of the ad with me?
No, I have like real shit to do. Deuces.
Well, there you have it. Out with the devil in his own game with the Killing Stone. Full game will be coming out on February 18th. You can wishlist it right now on Steam. Check it out at thekillingstone.com. Devil and Marisha, come back, will ya? Why don't you say back to you with me, Matt? Back to you.
Back to
Donation to
That's the end of the ad. Okay.
That game is pretty cool.
Oh yeah?
It's pretty cool.
Fantastic.
All right.
What else we got, Matt?
I believe that concludes our announcement.
Yeah, no.
So let's get back into Araman.
Wait, okay, and now it's another time slot. Okay.
Rulers of the country of Elva.
There's so many R's in this sentence.
It is fun to say the R in this sort of voice.
Yeah, those names will gonna kill me in recruiting.
We can never leave.
Seekers.
Having journeyed east through the Dronmar Pass, our companions and adventurers found themselves here in Riesengirdle, a massive belt of a city, the Giant's Belt, stretching across the cliffs overlooking
you can find out by rewatching other episodes.
then a chivalrous and romantic level with the young lady Ingrid Einflassen. Delightful.
Oh yeah, I heard.
A beautiful young woman, tall and fair, a little self-conscious about her shoulders. We're not going to hold that against her. Everyone's got their thing. Everyone's got their thing.
I went home that night. It was
I can't. I feel so bad at making that choice for the character of anyone at home being like.
you just instilled a new fear in a million critter.
Shoulders are beautiful and you're beautiful, okay? Don't worry. Ingrid is not. Yes, exactly.
I have the shitty shoulders.
No, they're beautiful.
Beautiful shoulders.
Perfect. I mean,
A few members of our party got to enjoy a lovely hot bath. Not so Julian Divinos, who had to climb the tall tower.
Oh, sorry. Skimming past the rest of the there. The only thing important that it is confirmed that the two long things like before they said like, do you have sisters? Or like, yeah. So technically, we don't have any. We didn't actually have any way of confirming if these are actually the sisters or not. Like, there's good chance, but no. In the recap, Brendan did confirm that those two rake like Taconuses. If you know anything about creepypastas, you know what a rake is. But those two are in fact his sister. Oh, I gotta close the loops on my 9s. Otherwise, they just look too much like 5s. That's my bony shoulder. My entire handwriting is my bony.
And found a place of rest, though not as luxurious as the Schneffenkeep of Castle Klippenblick.
All the words are so good.
Everything's so whimsical. Don't worry, it will be extremely delightful up until the moment you have crossed me. Summoned up to the...
we finished the recap where they come up where the they are brought up before the before this group of high up druids. The druid leaders, which are Moza, the dwarven druid of the Circle of Stone, who greeted them first and welcome. His two, along with Ahmad, these freaking name, Toadstool. The Bearfolk Druid. I thought it was like bear werefolk. They were talking about like bear werefolk stuff. Apparently, I think it's actual. They're actually like a actual race, not like a type a transformation thing. So. Oh, that reminds me. I got that new druid, like potential druid to list sunk. I got actually add my lichen throw by druid idea. Circle of the Seasons, she said, and the final one, whose name we only get revealed today, the more primal member of this group, the Elven Druid Hanon, and of the Circle of the Hunt. I wonder if these will actually be released in like a special book for as actual subclasses, along with the being the more aggressive one. Han actually being the one to say, you have brought someone. So you have. Says, you have brought something that needs to die into the camp. Which immediately gets which, considering that what supposedly needs to die is a friend of hers, gets Taisha defensive. The others are more are wants to hear more how this curious how this came to be. And saying, or just ask her, help us understand. Gives a brief explanation to what happened to Octus, like not going to details saying or the circumstance, but that it was a untended raising for all parts involved. I think they do confirm that they don't think it was the Will of the Conas that brought him, though I forget actually if that happened here or not yet. But she does strongly emphasize the fact that he is not like other undead. Like physically he has the elements of that. Mentally, he's still the same as when he was alive. The only difference being from rather coping with him, rather than being corrupted by what he's become. And this is interesting for them. They say this is something new. And Armor gives her a little, says something like blessing words, and then as the incantation for casting a restoration spell to remove any charms, like so that they can know to I guess like so let's see if she still feels the same way after this, like thinking perhaps she's under the charm, she's under the influence. We know in fact that she is not, so it does nothing. They need more information, like to understand how this happened, and also why she feels strongly. Like, for instance, asking if she was friends with Octus before or after his raising. She explains that she first met him like 6 months before the incident, thing where she became friends. If not a auntie or motherly figure to him. They briefly look to Hama, the bird mask druid the hunt, to ask if, knowing that his circle is the one most aggressive, who is the one who usually has the most dealings with undead, in which they deal with undead, and ask if he will at least allow a discussion on whether or not they should spare Octus, who, well, seemed the more aggressive on this thing, is willing to say he can wait to decide. But they do need a more thorough explanation of how it happened.
Was all involved. Hannon goes, "You don't think it wise to settle this matter between us first?" Amida shrugs herself and goes, "The conviction of our cousin of the Circle of Ancients is sincere. We're all wrong from time to time, of course, but you believe it."
Yes, I do.
She looks and says, "The Draconis had..."
Before they explained how, when she, in her first explanation, and in she explains how they, but she gets more into, in the second explanation she explained how they took the stone, which she explains was a relic of the Shaper of Life. What's her name? Salandri. Explain how they took out his heart and replaced it with the stone, and they asked how it was obtained first by and then by them. Of course, their biggest concern is basically they're confused. The actions of the codes confuse them. Like, they're often the ones who are command the other, and yet this undead creation, it was not about according to them by their will. They're confused. Oh. But the biggest question they have is, does Taisha believe that the Draconis seek to destroy the Druids, or the old path itself? Not just like the organization of Druid, but what they believe in, the cycle of the reincarnation cycle. Because souls that do not move on to a new are not reborn, to linger, and therefore could be under their command. So. They do. Some of these druids are old. Druids like a certain power do become have extended lives, and quite frankly, some races already have very long lives to begin with. Some of them remember a time when the Draconis were faithfully shepherd souls to the Athwan. So there's still some thoughts there, lingering thoughts about that. However, more pressing, do they still need Octus to complete the ritual? And asked her to describe what she saw the ritual more. As we know, she actually didn't see the actual performing. She only saw the after. When she got up there, she saw what's his name, Ethan leaving with flanked by some ghouls, with what she later discovers to be Octus's heart in his hand. Like she only saw when we got in the room to see what happened to Octus after. So, but she tries to convey what she knows. Mm-hmm. I think they're a little curious to see if she had anything to do with this. Like, the druids of the open app are therefore their religion is to follow this path to a new life when your time comes. So, it's like one of the highest principles of the druids. Based on the age, also based on some the claiming age, and stuff. It's possible that these three might be archdruids, like high level, like most campaigns, like the levels most campaigns do not get, that start like early on do not reach. We learn more about their struggles that specifically Hans, like who's the circle hunts is specifically one of the biggest thing they hunt is the undead. They are what tries to rid the world. They still need more. They are very cautious. Like it seems like something they have no previous experience has happened, so they'll need more information. As such, they asked Taisha to bring the rest of the party to them. We fast forward back to the I guess bunkhouse or so where the party is. Currently being tamed to by maimed wolves. You know the wolves that look like a fox, but have you could almost say the legs of the giraffe. Very long limbed. Interesting looking animal. If you don't know, look it up. They're still not sure how they are kind of aware that even by the first meeting of Bozar that there might be issue with Octus being in this sacred grove. And he's willing to wait in town high if he's not welcome there.
Oh. Yeah. Hungry? Those of us that eat?
Sure. If necessary, I can always hide in town until the night's over, if they really don't want me here.
Well, I would go with you.
As would I.
That little feather trick you pulled, can you do that again?
Yes.
I say this, as the lady of House Royce ascended to the seat of my house. In some ways, I think too early, My parents passed, and taking the reins of the house has been challenging. I pronounce it as the position of House Royce, to the Honorable Lord of House Tuconis, that if things go squirrely, we jump out the back and jump off the cliff.
Alright.
They will die for that woman.
How high is the climb? No,
Julian will die for her, and I don't think it has anything to do with being a vassal. I'm sorry, talking with me.
Alright.
It is the position of House Royce,
You know,
to the Honorable Lord of House Tuconis, that if things go squirrely, we jump out the back and jump off the cliff.
Alright, I can take that deal. How high is the climb? No, I don't think it... how long does this last?
the height of the cliff won't really matter. It's the only thing is that you gotta calculate at what point do you cast a spell, like if it's high enough too early, and you could actually run out of time on a spell. I think it's like for a minute. I'd have to relook, but I think it, so. Like anything higher than 360 feet, above 360 feet, they'll still probably be taking fall damage at the end. Maybe not lethal, but there. Of course, too late. Definitely fall damage.
She says, if you need to crack the books, go for it.
And Octus
Just doing math.
unholsters the book at his side that has been holstered there for a while, and it opened up, and you see on the cover is this sort of design. It is a human anatomy textbook that he has pulled from the holster, and as he starts flipping through pages, he goes,
No, I think we can make it back. It'll be fine.
How far is Gerwin in relation to Golden Orchard from where we currently are?
Gerwin is much closer than the Golden Orchard.
Right.
So that would be, it's a great question.
It's Gerwin, it would be 30 miles away versus the Golden Orchard being 100 miles away. So no matter what the terrain, except for the harshest terrain, unless there was nothing but smooth paths there to the Golden Orchard and nothing but the roughest, the hardest of mountainous terrains, and complete with cliffside bogs and stuff. Unless it is the definitely best way, especially since the Golden Orchard is where they'll most likely be looked for. I think I'm not sure what Gerwin is. I think they're still they really have, after like the realizing they can't rely on the Einfossen can't be trusted to help them. On this case, it kind of gives a sense of, and they really should eventually look into the Golden Orchard. Though they still want to first investigate Torch Castle, though they may have to keep that a short trip.
You're welcome to come if you wish.
I don't really have much choice. Can't go home.
As you guys take a moment to eat, you see Aranessa takes a little bite, looking around, and you see that she eats rather quickly, and then as you're sitting there, Octus, you see she takes out her little thumb piano, plays it again. And a
clean.
Got him. After a few minutes of eating, Taisha, I think you walk in and see your companions here.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Does Aranessa speak Druidic?
She speaks Sylvan. But that is, I'm going to rule that Sylvan actually, it's a little bit like, there's like a Spanish and Italian kind of thing.
Yeah,
There's
where you're
a little bit of a root there.
Perfect. Then I think in Taisha turning away, because she had brought out Hala, Hala would have gone forward with the aim of having Hala actually intercept Aranessa first before Taisha walks normally, not panicked even a little bit. And we'll say in Druidic, hoping to do the Spanish to Italian, like Romance language, to warn you to hide the stone.
Aranessa looks over and goes, Valus, hi, we have to hide the stone.
Can you see it? I think it's pretty hidden.
Great.
Wait, is...
You wanna try to find it?
No,
I will have walked in like a minute after that.
Right. So, are we in a place with friends, or do we have to run again?
Okay. Big energy. We'll talk to someone with a cooler temperament. And I think you see, Taisha's, kind of doing that weird, messing with your hair when it's, on the back of your neck. And she's got a series of metal plates that go down where her vertebrae is. And they're all red hot, and she's trying to get them to cool off. So she's not in the mood for whatever the fuck this is. And we'll turn and address the rest of the group.
Okay, that went long through. She then takes has the party coming back to the head druids. This is where things get interesting. Shoot.
As you approach, everyone here give me an insight check.
Oh god. I missed that.
What if you've gotten away with it the whole time?
Was this Amber? Oh, that's a nice
20.
Hey,
We're back.
Hey. 19. 19 minus 1.
Did you say insight?
Yeah.
16. 16.
$22.
22. On a nat 20, what is Taisha looking for most of all as she approaches this tribunal?
Is Octus in danger?
On a nat 20, Octus's existence is not particularly in danger. His freedom very much might be. Julian, what did you roll here?
18.
18. What is Julian most concerned about as he approaches the tribunal?
I think Julian's beginning to lose any hope or patience of finding allies at the moment. So he's more looking for places to exit.
Cool.
And staying as close to Aranessa and like between him and Aranessa and Octus as possible to grab them both to run if they need to.
I'll say on an 18 insight, we'll just translate that to a good perception check. If you're like, insight, I'm looking for the fucking door. There's a large, what you would recognize from your time in Recent Girdle, there's a large staircase at the back of the grotto that doesn't go into the main city. It goes up to the Hakvalinboka, which is a large memorial bridge over some cascading waterfalls that come off the cliffs.
Okay.
And you would just recognize that because that goes to a more scenic, natural part of the cliffs, it has ways to get to the actual cliffside if you wanted to
more scenic things.
try something fucking risky.
Waterfall, take us away, level 3.
I have 2 spell slots left, so I gotta save one of those for Waterfall.
Hell yeah. That is going to be and then Ashley, you got a 22. Sorry, Alex, what did Octus get? 16. What are you looking for in particular?
I'm trying to just keep an eye on the people I'm talking to and try to gauge how they're feeling about me as we speak.
Yeah.
And find a way to be the least offensive as possible in this situation.
On your approach, nobody here seems to recoil at your approach. Valus, on a 22, what are you looking for as you approach?
I mean, I think firstly I'm looking for a safe exit.
Yeah.
A place where if we need to run immediately, we can take that path.
Yeah.
But also, I'm just watching the three of them, just seeing what they. I want to know what they think of him. I
have to do this. I want to know. Can you show me? I'm a creature of impulse sometimes.
If I feel like there's any type
when I'm impulsive when I'm impulsive.
Of danger. Towards Octus. Also with that, before we walk in, is there a way... I don't want them to know, but I would like to just cast Shield of Faith on Octus.
Okay, beautiful.
Would he feel it?
How long does that last?
It's 10 minutes.
Okay. You cast a little Shield of Faith in there, 10 minutes. As you approach on that 22, you see Taisha also on that nat 20. As you guys approach,
they were. Well, I'll let them know.
Something shifts Very much so.
They forgot to account for it.
Walking up that final step, Hannon looks to you, his eyes trained on this undead, and then dart to Valus. And his lip curls, and he goes into a crouch.
I want to interject in Druidic. Do not make me regret that that I told my friends this was a place that they did not need to run from, cousin.
He looks at you and says, "Cousin, the one who walks beside you does not recognize the sanctuary of this place. You cannot understand the language that is being spoken right now. They're speaking in Druidic. He says, the one who walks beside you is nothing more than a cruel and careless follower of the dead tyrants."
Oh, that's actually it. They are not happy with... Yeah, they should have realized. Druids don't have a problem with dead. They were the direct opposition. As a matter of fact, they're called the Old Path, specifically because their religion, their faith and stuff existed before the gods arrived, before the Shapers came and changed. And their thing is like that what is that live must eventually die and be reborn again in that life. The Shapers, they created a new afterlife which spirited away souls from their all the while trying to gain their own false faith, and had many followers of gods desecrate their sacred places to claim them for their own deities. To them, she is maybe even, and they received word that they traveled with undead, some unusual undead. They were a bit more prepared for them.
I know.
And also, quite frankly, he is an elf. He would have been alive opposed to the elven shaper who she served.
By her blood.
I'm going to crouch.
He looks at you, and he spits a word out. Who here speaks Elven?
You have to.
You also have
He
looks at you, and he spits a word out. Who here speaks Elven?
They're looking.
You also have.
I just realized she wasn't voicing there. Wait, I want to
and he spits a word out. Who here speaks Elven?
You have to.
Is she the only one who doesn't? Is the person playing out the other one who doesn't have Elvish listed?
Shaggy is crazy.
You just have to.
I know it's crazy, but it's not written in my languages.
Yeah, let's assume.
Let's assume you speak that, because that's wild.
Like, that'd be so funny if you're like, simply.
That would be cool.
I can understand it not just because you're of that thing. They're not related. Maybe you were born in sect and stuff. You know, she was raised in the Elvish land, so yeah, she.
Crazy. I'd be like, I really don't understand.
I speak common sign language though, so you know.
Yeah.
You see that feathers are growing off of Hannon's back in this moment as he is crouched down, and you see he spits a word out at you. He goes, "Menelas," which is Elven for flower doll. And it is a word that anyone here can give me a history check to know.
Yes.
It feels bad.
Yeah. Watching this, like when he said that, like before he told what it was, like, did he just say a slur?
So nice, you know it's the worst thing.
Oh, okay.
15.
What was it, insight?
History.
Oh, history.
22.
22. All of you know. So Julian and Taisha, you know the word means flower doll. Octus. In this context, the term. So elven druids were some of the most persecuted, tortured, and killed druids of the world. The goddess of life was a goddess of forest. She married the king of fairy. What possible insights into the living world could a druid hope to offer? And for Hannon, this elf that you can see is partially living wood and is turning into a beast and sort of partially in front of you. The term flower doll or menelas was a term of joy and love because they had religious significance in the petitioning of Salandri by her elven faithful. When the Shapers were started, and for the first time in thousands of years, elven druids actually were welcomed as some elves started to rebel and had answers about how they had been foiling the magic of elven clerics of the goddess of life for thousands of years to stay hidden and safe. In one of the early sort of speeches that was given to convince a family group of elves to come into the rebellion, into the beginning of the Shapers' War, the term Menelaus was used to describe the highest ambitions of the faithful elves. That what they wanted to be was the flower dolls of the goddess of life forever. And it basically became you don't want to be free, you don't want to find truth, you don't want to live as a being of the world of Araman. You have your mother and you wish to be her flower doll forever.
I catch that word, and hearing the tonality with it as well, I speak back in Elvish.
This.
The tone at which you use that leads me to believe you're being unkind.
I'm having a little bit of... I'm not sure if you're hearing this. Right now I'm having a little bit of audio on this thing where there's a little that metallic reverberation slightly. It's all very fan stuff, but right now it's working very well.
And I believe this meeting is about me.
Not overheating.
Not about her.
Cheers over.
And I would hope that you would get to know someone before being aggressive.
I'm gonna need an intimidation check. And for your sake, Alex, I hope you roll high.
Seems to be going well.
Golly.
Where's my intimidation? There it is. Okay.
You want me to set it for you?
Be a surprise. Let's see.
Let's call it a DC 20.
Natural 20.
Let's go!
Yes.
Well, damn.
As letting my eyes, these clear, has had. My eyes that have been like subtly glowing green since he came back kind of flare a little bit.
This meeting is about me.
You see him crouched, staring at you.
Oh, yeah, that was there.
Almeda looks at you and says, "Do you seek and accept the sanctuary offered by this holy place?"
Is it being offered?
It is being offered to those...
By you?
Valus.
Oh.
Kindness for kindness.
Kind.
Yes, I accept. This most generous of sanctuaries.
Oh, that general.
You see, Hannon does not take his eyes off of you.
Same.
Through some words and stuff, bits of the conversation later, we can infer that all these, all three of these druids have been alive long enough to have experienced the Shaper's War, and would have almost certainly have been combatants in it. And as he said, this is not about as Doctor says, it's not about Valus. It's about himself. So they ask, what does he want to do here? And I spelled here Hear. Somewhere my grammar teacher is weeping. They still have more questions. Like, what they know that what they have idea. They got a good idea that what happened during the ritual, but they still don't know what the ritual is for. Which is interesting because I think we technically learned from we heard from his descriptions that Brendan says that it may have been to destroy the stone, but I forget exactly what it was mentioned because that may have been like poetic stuff. Like they may actually have no evidence of that, so it's just like something like a way to flower up the scene. We don't actually know. They may not have seen any evidence to know what they were trying to accomplish with it. And of course, they also want to know where is the relic. Very soon after that lovely intro with Valus, they ask where her sacred artifact is. Octus starts talking more about how he got to that situation, like his journey with Taisha 6 months ago. Explains Taisha. I don't think I'm not sure she actually conveyed this. Like she would know, but I don't think she. I think she only lightly skimmed over. Though they did ask her directly, like, how much of this did she actually see? See, which she saw. So they asked for him, who was definitely there for the entire ritual. Well, or at least the beginning, middle, and close to the end. They asked him to explain his experience in the ritual.
Which I think is pretty good.
Yes.
What did we get on that deception check, Ashley?
12?
Oh yeah, she's trying to conceal the fact that she has the stone on person.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's so good.
Pretty solid.
It's like...
Just like a big lump in your shirt.
Amina looks to you. You see here Aranessa actually puts a hand on your back. Right before that, you get a message cantrip in your mind, Julian, that just says,
Oh boy.
sort of fun to not be the center of attention. Do you have a way for us to get out of here?
Whisper. I think I have a possible exit, yes.
Great. If we need to, pick up whichever one of us you feel is slowest, and I will ask the spirits of the Golden Orchard to hasten our exit. You see, and she says, and if no one takes you up on it, I'll do it. And you see that she puts a hand on your shoulder and says, we stand in a grove of the Circle of Stones, whose sacred charge in the tending of these mountains is appreciated.
We see Aaron, at this point, Aaron kind of sticks her head into the conversation to vouch for Octa, saying he's the last loyal Dakotas to the what the hell is it called? What the heck is it called again? Don't know why I'm censoring that with the words they say. You don't care. Basically, the pact between the Slender House, she said, the last one loyal to trying to uphold the pact.
Whatever these plans are. But I am...
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check, if you'd be so kind.
Natural 20.
Are you
my God.
kidding me?
Absolutely right there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Amida looks at you and turns to look at Mozor. Mozor looks up at this moment, and you see that she looks away. Mozor just looks and says, "It would be clear to even a fool that you have suffered greatly, and that you believe what you are saying." Amida looks and starts weeping. He's right.
Amida says that because she says the druids have been kind of been playing it safe, more like stopping in the undead here and there, but making sure it's still path. Past that, what the frick was that? They've been making the safe choices to fulfill the vote, and their choices have been failing them. As perhaps it's time I think she's considering maybe a new approach to come back to getting souls back on the way, which we will hear more on. Except Mon, who of course a 12 does not fool him, looks right at Velas and said, "She has it." And so they know that they're in the presence of the relic of the Shaper. Taisha admits to having, of course, admits that they may have stole it away. In which case they ask, they have an interesting question. Was Mara the wing there? Hang on. Yeah, I forget. Apparently, I'm guessing this is a druid of some renown. They don't really go into it. However, I feel like this name drop, this is someone we'll hear more about, perhaps meet in the future. They ask Velas to show the stone, which she, of course, is very hesitant on. Personally, I would say, yeah, I'll show you, but you may not touch. They also asked if they think the ritual was permanently stopped with his resurrections, or they in their opinions it hasn't been is paused or but it can be either completed or redone, perhaps. Velas does put the stone on the table to him, and Mozor cast a spell over it, to and ask for what its name is. Which, if you, for those who don't remember, this is the stone of Nightingale. He knows based on what it is. I suspect that what he cast was not identified, but more of a potentially it could be legend lore. That's just my suspicions, what he cast. But he said it was not. This is not a stone. It was carved from the rib bone of a celestial who serves Salander. The rib bone of El Noram. Go. This episode is available on Twitch and will soon be will be in the next couple hours be available on YouTube. Sorry for the delays again. Sorry.
He looks at Hannon here. Before even you or my cousin Hannon here were born, thousands of years ago, when El Nomri died, Tezumriel, another angel of Zelantry, an angel of deep forest, and of birdsong, Nightingale, carved this into the stone you see before you. Here in this place, El Nomri would not permit the soul of the young elf who died to walk into the shadow alone, and El Nomri became the first angel of death of the elven people, biding their passing. A job that will be well known to a Teconis who stands in our midst. It is powerful. What I can tell you is this. This stone is of great sacredness to one of your faith. A faith which bore in ages past no kindness to those who walk the old path. It would know more respect in this glade for 1,000 years than for a second in the hands of your family and what they were attempting to do with it.
I'm sure.
This Diazi Fang, he was working with the Taconis to steal it?
Hired out. They don't want. They don't like saying outright that he was with the Taconis in this one instance.
You see that Amada says, do you feel some connection to the stone? Is there?
We've been a little busy. I haven't really had a chance to sit with it and figure out how we react to each other. I just know that I can feel that there will be something. But I haven't had the chance to sit and figure it out yet. I'm not really interested in trying to touch it.
She holds her paws aloft. Then I would not ask you to.
I just don't.
Oops. Yeah, it feels good. So sorry. What longer? Something will happen. Yeah, not in a hurry to test out what would happen. They, as right now, as far as they can see right now, Octus is not a threat to the world at large. Like his existence isn't. Could even see some hope in Octus for. At least someone who is whose existence is in defiance of those who declare lordship over the undead.
You represent
Or something more, perhaps.
the first thing that has felt like hope to me in quite some time. Cousin, thank you for engaging in something this reckless.
Thank you for trusting that a conversation could be had.
Always. We do not move hastily. We speak, we consider, we listen to the earth. But who knows, maybe we should have been a little more hasty. Seems to have worked for you, my cousin. I am sorry to have visited this tension upon you.
No, I fully understand why you would be uncertain and worried. You should know.
He does warn them that they have signs of his sisters in the area, and to be wary of them. They're not sure, and they're not sure exactly how much protection they can offer, though. It's somewhat guarded place, but and the druids are, but it's still very natural. Therefore, is not quite built for defense. I think you say. It may. They're not sure. They asked if the party might feel if they feel the party would feel safer, or staying here for getting rested a while, or moving on. Saying that if they do choose to want to leave more a way that to leave in a way that be potentially less hindered. They could use the eagles, and there is like an eerie for the eagles up, for giant eagles, I should say, up on one of the hills past the bridge. These are like Tolkien eagles. Oh. By the way, asking, do you need to leave now? Which the party, after some consideration, says they probably should. Mahat, the barefoot woman, the druid says she'll meet them at the Eyrie. But warns Taisha that word would soon spread of the existence of Octus.
I am not afraid of the truth. In fact, I would ask one more favor. Will you write to my grandmother and Dolranya? Let them know. We will get there as soon as we can.
Your circle does not know.
This happened 5 days ago.
I was going to talk to you about... She looks at you and changes into Druidic and says,
"Oh, shoot.
Cousin, you have done great work. I am sensing that you are in need of... You are...
Yeah. If I stop to think about everything that's happened, and maybe my part in it, I'll die.
You are a beautiful gemstone, tumbling at top speed down the mountainside. 100%. Gorgeous and off balance.
And if she kills me, I look forward to you talking me down the old path. Thank you so much.
She says, I will inform...
I take it she knows the grandmother, or the one that referred to.
The circle of ancients of what they are doing.
Great!
And she turns and says, she turns and one last thing goes, you have put me in some trouble here. You know that. Yes, all right.
You're so strong and so brave.
And she goes, all right, and says, get what food you need, gather your belongings, and do you know if it will be rough travel past Castle Gerwin?
I have to assume so.
You do not know the way past there. Let us, you see, she looks at the clothes you are in and says, true travel clothes, fine rations, the best things that we can provide you. They will be waiting for you at the Eyrie.
Thank you.
She turns and says, you put the stone back away.
In your
you see Hannon looks and says, he speaks to Ahmed and Druidic and says,
Araman says he will leave, so not be tempted to follow. He is probably the least comfortable with the idea of letting this undead go, and certainly at least comfortable with Valus. So Well, Octus does give us a quick apology to Haman, like saying it was like nothing. He's just trying to stick up for someone sticking up for him.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say after you said that.
You do impart is not broken.
Okay, well, I forget what he says.
Thank you, cousin.
And the connection breaks. Is there anything you do in preparing?
Okay.
I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say after you said that. Very.
Is there anything that you guys do to prepare here?
I don't know what to prepare. Tasha does is starting to give a little space between her and Octus. Like his when he was giving his intimidation, like his eyes flashed more green. So like it was a natural trying to get and manage to intimidate these higher druids. So I think that little display, how normal, was the most thing that makes her wondering, oh, what have I gotten myself into so far? The other is until they mentioned, like, they'll now have to inform her circle about her actions. So she is worried of Octus. They start to head to the area.
One. You look back the direction you came at the grotto, kind of wondering if Hannon is still around. And see up on the steps towards the sanctuary gate that Mozor is sweeping.
Mozor is the one leading them to the area right now. But he's also back there sweeping.
And you turn and Mozor is leading you across the bridge.
Stop.
Did you forget something?
Is everything alright?
Tasha?
What's wrong?
Who's that? And I point back to Mozart, who's sleeping.
You hear from the gate in front of you a creaking. And you hear...
I stand in front of Octus.
You hear a shout. And you sword out. And you see Mozor beside you. Looks and says, "Everything's all right. What?" As the gate opens, you suddenly hear, "Stand down!" And see a group of Tuconis guards moving from this place, and you hear, you see Mozor right in front of you goes in a completely different voice, "Oh fuck!" And I'm gonna need everybody here to roll initiative.
Yeah!
Okay.
You guys will tell me during our break.
Yeah, as soon as they lose off, like, wait, they're not going. Oh wait, he's just gonna roll this, but they'll wait until the break. Like he loves that type of cliffhanger.
Every new words are my favorite.
Yes.
Here, the beautiful waterfalls of Riesenviertel descend towards a cliff plunge some 200 feet that will see them scatter on the western border of Helva. The water is cold the ice clinging to the sides up here at this high altitude, and we see before us the sort of spiring chapels and this gatehouse. Beyond the gatehouse, probably up some, not too far away, but up a small winding stone staircase in the side of the cliff, you see the site of a massive eyrie. And you see up there, Julian, who in a moment will get everybody's initiative, but those with high perception, Julian Valus, you see up here above, there is a massive series of nests. The nests appear to be about 20 feet in diameter.
To be fair, if you've seen an actual eagle's nest, like real world eagles, they're maybe a quarter as big, which is still pretty freaking big for.
Birdies. Birdies. Looking out, you see a column of Taconis soldiers walking out in front of you, and you see that right in front of you, Mozor has just changed his accent and yelled an expletive. Can I get initiatives from everybody?
Yes. 20 from me.
20?
Let's go. 13.
13?
15.
15, great.
14.
Lovely.
I didn't do that bad. I gotta go with the
Julian, you are first to act as you see the knight over here at the head of this marching order. You don't recognize from this distance any insignia on a shield, but from some vassal house of Taconis, calling out saying, "Stand down at once! You are under arrest! Under the authority of House Taconis!"
Guess it's my turn, Lindsay. So we take them out and keep going?
Yep.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and move forward 30 feet to 30-ish, about there.
Hell yeah.
Okay. But he will hold, after that, he will actually hold his action. Well, like, which will, I assume, will attack with his weapon, like his sword behind his back, and both his gauntlet in hand, and hidden under a cloak, like. Okay. They're not sure if they already have if the Taconis already have people stationed at the area and stuff, or how they got in. At this point, that Mozor, the imposter.
Okay, so he just sort of cussed and now is just gonna keep it pushing? That's so interesting of him.
So interesting of him.
That's so interesting of him.
What an intriguing math.
Wait, you're next?
No, did you say I'm next?
What did you roll?
He's checking something right now.
I'm at the bottom.
Oh, so it's, Julian, you.
Yep.
This is going to be,
I don't like your
I'm so upset right now.
Yeah,
everyone's
this is a tone
everyone's mad at me. Everyone's so mad at me. You see that in this instance, what's going to happen here is Mozor walks up and looks over at you, Julian, and says, "Everything all right?"
You just hold the blade kind of between him and the people ahead of us. It's like, we'll see what your next move is if this blade finds your neck or theirs.
You see, I think in this moment, I'm going to need a
this mold look like eyes are red, and in a brown flame reveals itself to be enmity. The demonic whatever title they give the demons in the creed, I forget.
hands before you.
Oh, what a bitch. She just gave you a hot flash. I cast menopause.
She just...
No!
I'm sweaty right in the gooch right now.
Yeah. Sweaty everywhere.
Due to a spell she can do, or some power, she inflicts 7 and 5 damage, and raise her action. Which in response, Julian unleashes his held action to attack for dealing 10 damage. We come to like one of the soldiers' turn who dashes closer in, and Octus orders him to stand down in the name of House Draconis. Like, he's still technically a member.
On a 20 persuasion, you see the guards tremble in this moment. The knight in front of you, the one charging here, says, "My Lord Draconis, what be your first name?"
Shit, I don't know my siblings' names. Where the fuck?
Check your character sheet.
Yeah, I got it. Franz!
You see, go ahead, give me, you have a 20 persuasions, you'll do this with advantage. Give me deception. You need to hit a 20 here.
Let's go!
Come on.
Franz, I just got it.
18.
This is simply too funny. I am going to have to do this. Franz raises his visor.
Clearly this was not technical, because otherwise he would not have made the roll, unless Franz was really that dense.
Shit! Tough news, little brother!
That's so funny. You had a 1 in 8 shot.
1 in 7. 1 5.
And then
5.
Octus snaps his fingers, and Pin appears right next to Franz.
Okay, Pin appears next to Franz.
And
Benjamin!
His full God-given name.
Before you do this, I am going to have to resolve something, though.
Yeah.
This is going to affect your turn. Enmity's ready action goes off in this moment as she turns to Franz.
Which one?
With a bunch of demons all in disguise going, "You're all being confusing."
Little spoiler there.
What is going on?
What is going on? Everybody say who you really are.
On the count of 3.
Not
Say your real name.
Collins here.
Yeah, you throughout this episode, this fight, you're going to understand why I called this episode Foggy Perceptions.
God damn it.
Tyson in the back just going, your family sucks!
Sucks. We are going to roll an incredibly important saving throw right now. As enemy
Tries to use some sort of charm on him. Specifically a dominate person on him.
a dynamic and fluid situation.
Sorry.
You guys are in the middle of some shit. Aranessa is right next to you, Taisha, still going. She goes, a dynamic and fluid situation.
I turned around like, you're my best friend.
Best friend. On a 13 or higher, Franz saves.
Okay.
This
I
kind
want
of
him to do bad.
this kind of isn't good or bad for you. It's
Yeah.
just different.
But
13 or higher, he saves. Now 20.
all right. The Dakotas are rolling hot today.
Yeah.
You see as she's come to the air house Hellfire. You see that he looks at her, and you see that.
Wait, so, the Conas and demons came here separately without any idea of the other being present? This is a freaking three-way.
His skin wraps tight to his skull, and his gums recede as he goes. He goes. You have come to a world with death, chained spirit, and
This is in the back going,
I don't like this bridge. You don't like it here. I want to go. The worst bridge ever.
yeah.
bridge ever.
I start recording this for TikTok, I guess. World star.
The summer houses are going
That is also that is what happens, and now Pin has just been
Okay, so I snap my fingers, Pin appears there, and I look at my brother and go,
Brother, do you mean to stop me from leaving this place?
he says, I mean to stop you from ever making a decision outside the bounds of your house again.
Octus spins his hand and a sigil appears in the air, like flat, horizontal, and sticks his hand up through it, and his hand disappears through the sigil, this green sigil in the air, at which point Pin's mouth opens and like a snake's mouth opens up, and a skeletal version of Octus's arm shoots out of Pin's mouth and grabs my brother's
Leg.
I just couldn't. I forgot the word leg.
Yeah.
Grabs his leg and tears at the muscle.
Yeah, well, it's good to specify, like, not leave that hanging, so to speak. Because you know where their minds will go.
Hold on a second, I'm casting Chill Touch through Pin.
Hell,
His foot hand. We know.
I love this.
That's so
So dope.
It's an attack roll, correct?
It's a attack roll.
That explains why I was like,
That is going
what's this
to
little
be...
puppy next to Frog?
That's 20 to hit.
20 is a hit.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
And that's... Where the fuck? Come on. What is this dice that I need? There it is.
Breathe, you got this.
Terrible. That's 2 points of necrotic damage, but he can't regain hit point.
Yep, and for those wondering, this is the best description we have of Franz there. I want to make this. I'm gonna come and make, but I won't. I can't agree with it. Velas fires off a guide bolt, but it misses. Franz, the actual Franz, it misses that. So Taisha then casts Fog Cloud. Oh yeah, it's about the name I gave it. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Wasn't even going to come to it, but 2, 26.
The main thing that happens is these ballista were about to go. There are massive ballista that are now firing into the dark.
Hooray!
Yeah, at one point I was going to name this episode Shot in the Dark. Or Shots in the Dark. But I think I'm satisfied for...
Yeah, I forgot you did that.
And I want...
Julian, you see
Push it.
Tarsha?
And I think all of the clouds that are off that bridge pool up in a reverse of how we see sort of smoke pour over with gravity. And the fog itself just whispers to everyone back there, if you walk on this bridge, you will fall into nothing. Yeah.
Hell yes. Go ahead, give me Intimidate.
Oh, thanks.
Spooky fog.
Natural 20.
How many are they getting? I've been using loaded dice.
With these persuasions and the fog, Taisha, you stand there. Your eyes are the last thing these soldiers see through the fog. As you say that, if you walk on this bridge, you will fall to your death. And you see Franz call out through the fog saying, advance! And you see all the sort of guards back there go, stand at the ready! They are not going to charge. Other than that, I think, man... No one gets paid enough for that shit. I'm not walking in that fog.
Yeah, you just summoned a fog that looks like the sandstorm and the mummy with the big face.
My boss tells me fucking advance on Shai Halud or whatever. I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm fired. I get it. Okay, that's your action. Any bonus actions?
You know what? No, it's okay.
We found out that, of course, accompanying Mozo were two other lesser druids. Oh, well, of course, now we know Mozart is a imposter. Then, well, okay. Oh, 1 second behind.
Cackling.
It's cruel. The other behind. It's cruelty.
That would require a will tenfold weaker than yours to have any chance of succeeding in this moment.
Okay. Are you good? You came here to hurt my feelings. All right, tight. Hold there. And then just turn back around and go to the fight.
The guards fan out with readied actions all over the bridge. As I can't believe the amount of nat 20s you guys are rolling.
It's crazy.
Look, you've been getting off pretty easy this campaign so far. We've been rolling this is a 4 hit.
Because I'm remembering quite a few nat 20s.
Yeah, you see.
We're making up for the soldiers table.
I love that you guys. Cross table.
I do like those like shots fired like suck it, soldier's table.
Look at you.
Look, did you know your dice go to double digits? Crazy.
Oh man. Oh
We are.
Max, it's exhausting from carrying you.
We are gonna get some disadvantage shots coming at you.
Sure.
Julian, an 8-foot arrow speeds past you about 3 feet off your right shoulder, smashing stone against the bridge behind you.
At what size do we stop?
Yeah, the ballista start. Oh, wait. Oh, wait, this is actually where I feel.
Stop calling that an arrow?
I'm actually do this.
If you
My God!
and then another one's coming for enmity.
Like someone threw, like low-key threw a tree at you.
yeah.
Like an arrow.
Both miss, but you see erupting out of the fog, both of them like dragging a little trail of fog out of the mist before you. These two bolts. Aranessa looks behind at Cruelty, looks at Enmity in front of her, seeing, like, you see that she looks to you as Cruelty is cackling at your thing, and Aranessa goes, "Was that a spell?" And you see Cruelty goes, has a moment of ow.
Oh, are we being a little cruel for you? Get out of here.
I fucking love it.
Hey, let's just bully her. Aranessa, let's bully her.
You spent the whole fight bullying a demon?
Is that a bonus action?
I think it is.
My bonus section to bully.
She is going to actually advance all the way down here on the other side of Valus. And she is going to get behind Julian in this moment. Yeah, she's going to get behind Julian and just go...
Oh. Okay, that's actually past Tussle, but I think you go say something.
Spirits of the Golden Orchard.
Oh, nope. No, sorry, this is Iron sorry. She cast Haste on Julian. The Legend Lulong, apparently. Agony takes 12 damage. Or was it take or deliver? Because I forget. I don't think he would. He wouldn't tell him if. Sorry, I missed. I forgot to add something. Right now, the Cruelty and the two behind are Cruelty and Agony, and Taisha cast summoned Hala, who Agony delivers 12 points of damage to, raking across its back, leaving it with 1 hit point. Leaving Julian goes and attacks Franz, but who has rushed up to the front, like he's like a middle bridge where they are. And Julian starts to try to push him to the side bridge, their side bridge. I thought he was like to the side bridge. No, they're their end of the bridge. When I can tell the map, they're at the bridge several times. clearly he's going to use one of my favorite tactics. And this is going to keep in mind that this is a guy who still has yet to play an actual game of D&D. But, gravity. With a bonus action demi-gauntlet attack. And a... attack. And uses a haste action to continue to push him to the further.
As you kind of push forward and get closer to his face, and you're like,
See how your dad wore me on the other side of the veil.
that's the end of my turn.
Let's go!
Let's go!
Free action.
Okay.
I'd be so pumped.
Okay.
Pin holds a help action against Franz. To aid in a next attack against him. Enemy casts hold person on Octus, but is resisted. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Was that a spell? You're gonna dunk these girls into oblivion.
Get out here.
Enemy holds up her arm, her wounded arm, which heals. She has regeneration of some sort. And then Julian takes another 7 fire damage. I think this is not a spell, something that just occurs. No, I forget if this is. I don't think it was even. I'm not sure if it was even an action to do this. At this point, Fawn takes an action, and we started to notice something. With the way he's in full armor with a shield self with her, he's clearly used to fighting commoners, like you're dealing with the rabble. He's not used to trained opposition, and certainly not trained for what happens. What Octus is bringing out. He manifests a undead, possibly skeletal. I forget the use monitor lizard. I'm guessing we're not talking about I'm guessing we're not talking about something as big as Komodo dragon, but something good sized. Which goes up I say that he's not ready for that, but you know what does he have to be, because he's actually sending it after Agony. Then he shoots some sort of fire spell at Franz. For 8 fire. I think this is based on low level. I'm guessing this is a firebolt. Lizard uses Rotting Rend. Eight necrotic. And now has the poison condition. I think the demons are immune to poison damage, but not necessarily the poison condition.
I can't tell if you like it.
I mean either.
Cruelty says, don't lean into it!
Yeah, Agony might be a master.
I love those.
I have to shout out Whitney Moore for giving me the most fun 3 characters to play of all time.
So we should give up the idea of the aspirin.
Incredible. August, that is your turn. Valus, that is you.
Okay. So. Where do you okay up there with them?
Me? I'm fine. Taisha's...
Kill somebody!
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna unclick my sensor whip, and I would like to... I would like to try and swing it around Franz's neck and yank him down. So let me just see if that hits first.
You can lean into that.
Come on, come on.
I bet he likes it.
No! It's 10.
No.
It's a fucking 10.
It's a fucking 10.
Plus what?
That's all of it.
Oh. You made it
That's
worse.
all of it.
You take a swing with your weapon.
Alright, so you know what?
But you have bonus action spells.
I do. So,
Yeah, no martial class martial classes and half-casters, they get bonus attack. They get 2 attacks, their extra attack, action attack on level 5. They don't, no, even the soldiers don't have it yet.
I, in my frustration, just under my breath, and I will shoot a holy word his way.
Hell yeah.
That's what I can do. So let's see if that goes.
You got it.
The bonus spell misses, decides to go back up Octus, while Tasha now casts Bark Skin to give herself more armor. Then uses Primal Savagery. I forget. I looked up what the current druid thing is. I forget if this is something that I forget. Or if this is subclass specific.
At the end of my turn, just go, you realize that that's not the...
They still think that Octus is secretly a disguised Wikander. And that Valus is actually tyranny.
They're not in disguise.
Where's the Lion Man?
The what?
Where's the Lion Man?
Do you see a Lion Man anywhere near here?
Oh, yeah, that's why I'm asking where he is.
Okay. But you can you can disguise yourself. Can you see other people's disguises?
No, that's why we're gonna kill you all so the magic drops off.
That's so stupid! You're so stupid!
Demons.
I like them so much.
I love it.
Make friends.
Let's make friends. Cruelty is going to rush up to you, Taisha.
No!
You have not damaged Cruelty, right?
No.
Cruelty has advantage on anyone that hasn't damaged her. She's so fucking mean.
Yeah, she has an advantage on. She manages to hit Taisha and deliver a curse onto her.
Taisha, Valus, and Octus. And the Monitor Lizard.
Alright,
Does
come
the
on.
curse affect my roll in this regard?
The curse does not affect your roll in this regard.
I didn't need the help.
You're unclear as to what the curse does.
Oh,
Or just
damn.
you can use me for flanking if ever you need any help for those rolls in the future.
If I can maybe do anything?
Yeah.
Solid idea.
I'm just trying to help.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's gonna happen, the next one.
I know it is.
Just wait.
It's
Just
gonna be
wait,
your
I'm
moment.
feeling it.
It's coming.
Gonna be, whew.
I would. You're also. If you want any of my cheap plastic dice, I'm happy to give them to you.
No.
It's always sad when I crit.
It's delicious.
Dex saving throws. What do we got?
5.
5.
Myself is 21, and the monitor lizard is a 15.
15. What did Hala get?
Hala got 8.
Okay. Taisha, in this moment, you take 5 points of damage, and Hala takes 2 points of damage. Hala vanishes back into the wild, and as you see, a volley of crossbow bolts goes up from the guards firing over the fog cloud onto the back.
I rolled a 9.
That's for a dexterity check.
A 9.
Oh, sweet.
You take...
Fog cloud stays.
Great. Fog cloud stays. You take 3 points of damage.
Got it.
So we saved. We're good?
You guys save, yeah. The arrows scatter around you. We're going to take... Julian, you are no longer standing in the same spot, which means there is no possibility of the ballista hitting you. Enmity is in the same spot. And so... Oh my god. Disadvantage cancels out a nat 20, but on a 17, Enmity is hit with a ballista bolt. For... Oh!
Oh, yeah, Emily hit by 20 damage. Oh, and to Emily, the one who's been probably they've had more turn to get hit or up. It takes 20 turn. Is currently unbloodied. They haven't even gotten her down to half yet. Cruelty hides and holds an action. Agony attacks the lizard. Julian continues his crusade to put Franz over the edge, but fails his first shove. The first shove is resisted, but the second shove brings him right to the edge. Aranessa cast Gust on Franz to try with Julian ducking out of the way.
She does such cool stuff. She hits with this attack, but turning an 18 into a 3 doesn't do me any fucking favors.
Oh,
no! So she
no fucking favors.
Comes with the claw. You should not have meddled in the affairs of the Creed. You impudent Creighton.
I've been called worse.
So quippy today.
Yeah, but you don't. And if Taisha wasn't so focused on the fight right now, she would have probably hung up and said, "You didn't deny impotence."
That's her action.
We just had a bunch
We're
of
gonna see if she
pleasant
recharges a bonus
conversations.
action. Once again, recharges on a 6.
No!
Nope.
Right?
Franz manages to resist the gust so it was not pushed over the edge. But now it's Franz's turn to try to shove Julian over. as his first pick gets to the edge. Arctus casts another chilled touch, this time on Enmity for 10 necrotic damage. It can't she noticed that Enmity has was able to heal her on before, so by just without any apparently any action taken, so help make sure she actually keeps the damage.
That's fun.
Okay, that would reduce it. Or it was charisma with Arcana or
intelligence with persuasion.
Intelligence with persuasion. Which one's gonna be higher? Persuasion. No. Intelligence 4, 5, 6. It's the same either way. So I'll do the Arcana one.
Here we go. Go ahead and roll this with advantage if you be so kind.
Double 19s.
Oh my gosh!
So that's
You are rolling
19,
insane.
It's crazy.
25.
You rolled like 3 natural ones with my die before we started.
Describe.
It was crazy.
As Enmity is preparing to descend alongside Franz on Julian, describe for me what runs as you run up behind her, essentially. What happens?
So I run up behind her, kind of slide over, run up behind her, and kind of get to the point where I'm like almost side by side with her, but slightly behind. And as I reach through, my fingers become this skeletal hand, which grab the back of their neck, but the fingers kind of start to like just pierce into the skin of the back of the neck, these skeletal fingers, and I go, "What do you have in there?" And I just grab a handful and start pulling it out.
Yeah! She turns around and goes, "Yeah! My lord! And looks
I think you just realized something. Wait a second.
damage soaking through her body and goes, "Who the hell are you?"
You just realized, wait, what character doesn't know how to kill a necrotic? Who the F is this?
Exactly who I look like. She screams to the heavens.
Oh, you got me.
Stop screaming so much.
She goes, "Which one of you is Wakanda Helava?"
None of us are Wakanda.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is Wakanda?
She is so furious in this moment, but looks and sees that an enormous gap in her theory has opened up as you have cast Chill Touch on her, and she felt it.
Did the necrotic damage look like it was... Did it work?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
damaged her.
It's fine, guys.
Octus, that is your turn. Anything else from you?
No, but the monitor lizard will now make its attack.
Hell yeah.
Is it... It's flanking? Seems like red?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, exactly where that was supposed to end then. The lizard keeps on attacking with getting a nat 20. Valus goes for another attack and misses again. Our hearts are with her.
So it can roll again?
Yes.
Okay. 12?
A 12 total?
A 12 total.
A 12 total. 12 total does not hit enmity, I'm
Okay.
afraid.
Alright. I'm just like walking around Like this.
So sorry. I'm so sorry.
Valence is
We've all had those combats. I'm so sorry.
You decided to go into reverie, like, right as initiative was rolled.
Yeah. I'm just gonna sit on the stair and just wait till.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm gonna pray.
You know, you gotta check the augurs. You gotta wait for a bird to fly over something.
You do also have Lay on Hands, which does not require any dice rolling at all for those in your party that take some damage.
Okay. How you doing?
I'm fine. I'm hit.
Julian is.
Where the frick was that? Oh, that was like Tasha wild shapes. Use expensive use of wild shape for land aid, which causing Agony to take 9 necrotic damage. Tasha heals for those 9 damage. But Taisha and Valence then take 15 psychic damage from I forget which one. I don't think they actually said. I forget if they said how much damage she did her, but in her attack. But cruelty rips the head off the monitor lizard. But another volley of crossbow bolts lands, hitting both Emmy and Agni. Keep in mind, they're trying to hit anyone in that cloud, so the fact that they're just hitting demons is... it's just delightful at this point. Emily takes a ballista bolt, another ballista bolt. Now she's bloodied. So they've got at least got her down to half.
Of us, the Lord Wickander, I don't know where he is. If it's because we were at Fiazi's funeral, many people were there.
Oh yeah, tell me. I'm in my home.
We do not know what happened to all of them.
I'm just Will Smith gesturing.
You see, I kind of want to kill her though. I'm gonna have Eric. You have already spoken to Emily. You just had that very high persuasion here, so she is going to. Roll. She's gonna roll persuasion with advantage from you having that. Natural 18 on the die. And Aranessa, yeah, that's her action, is that persuasion. Enemy looks and says, "Fine! Give us one thing we can take on our hunt, and we'll leave you be!" As Agony is going to go here.
Stop negotiating!
Stop negotiating. Agony is going to just rush towards her sister to get out of the firing of the arrows and rush down here. And I am going to need
And your...
Octus, roll a luck check on a d20 for me.
Oh.
You don't want to
He
get
said,
a 1.
"Oh, like he hasn't rolled 1,000
I know, right?
20s today."
Hot table. Hot table.
Hot table.
1.
No, not hot table.
It's because you stared at me like that.
It's because you
Super
put
negative
them
hot
near
take.
me. That's why I didn't touch them.
Different night. That was her fault.
I did it.
Natural 1, incredible. Octus, you can see Agony rushes up to Enmity as it becomes clear to Enmity this moment as Aranessa speaks to her that they have they have been following the wrong course.
All the things, being the only ones getting hit by
Agony
crossbows.
rushes up beside her going, Sister, I don't even know which one would be the Lion Man.
None of us are the Lion Man, baby girl.
And you see that Emma turns around. On a nat 1, you hear in the distance.
Oh. Uh-oh.
And see, far in the nighttime sky, 2 plumes of black smoke rise from Castle Clippenblick. Twin energies racing up through the air in your direction.
Oh, great. They got the Death Eaters disoperation. Yes. That is an accurate decision.
We're in the middle of a fight.
We have to leave.
What?
They're coming.
Cool, what? There's a worse thing than the fight that we're in?
My sisters are coming.
Oh, sure.
Agony does not take a combat action on whatever you did to Enmity. Agony delays her action getting out of the arrow fire. Julian, it is your turn.
Is it my turn?
Julian uses a tactical mind to get to enhance his push to get Franz back up the edge.
I know you worship death. Let me do you a favor and send you where you're supposed to be. And I'm going to go ahead and thrust with the rapier towards him, but then right as it gets near his face, I'm just going to go ahead and get low and grab him like around the torso and attempt to shove him off the side.
Yeah!
The number you're trying to beat is a 12.
That's a natural 17 for a 21.
Woo!
As he flies over the edge, go ahead and roll 8d6 damage for me. And also, I'll say too. Yes, go for it. Roll 8d6 damage.
Do we have to do a GoFundMe to get Matt a second set of dice?
I should. Crazies, man.
One at a time.
All his dice are behind the screen.
This is the biggest troll.
31 points.
How many jokes can we make
Matt.
before you can't do the math anymore?
How do you want to do this?
Yeah!
So
How do you do this?
How do you do?
okay, here's what I'll say. After I slam into his side and kind of lift him up off the air, he slips off the back and catches himself on the edge with his one hand on the edge of the cliff, barely, about 5 feet down. And there was the wind blowing past, my hair kind of tossed to the side. I stepped down about 4 feet onto the edge where the cliff is and just kind of looking down at him. One down. I slowly clamp my foot onto his gauntleted hand and kick him off the edge.
this water. You don't know if the impact with the water 80 feet below killed him, or if he had the privilege of drowning in that heavy armor at the bottom of the falls.
Can I get a performance check? I just gotta know. I gotta know how hot that was.
I think at this point, like there's that cold moment of an exhale. Something in him healed just the slightest, and with that like hint of a gleam of a tear in his left eye, he clicks back into the moment and then whisks back and says,
I'm gonna put my hand down, just the little bit that you were.
Takes your hand and lifts up and kind of pulls up into you. Now we can go. And with this hasted movement, he's just gonna go ahead and dart. I think at this point now, move that there. Yeah, he still has 45 feet of movement.
Let's go, Doc.
Going to dart up into the fog, just to the
Swaps out.
kind of edge there.
35, 40, 45. 45 gets you basically within the fog up on the bridge here.
Great.
Hell yeah. But you see the guards can all hear someone charging through the fog towards them. And that is your turn. We move forward in initiative. Enmity looks up to see the same twisting plumes of black smoke coming through the house, coming through the sky towards the Hakvalenbucha, and
I look at her. Why are you calling them?
She looks and says, I didn't.
You're gonna regret it.
You see that, she looks at you standing here, Valus, and says, what trouble are you all in this place? Your house has turned against itself.
Guess you'll have to figure that out.
Not tonight. Cassius form.
Stand and
she's
fight,
going
you
to say, run, sisters, as she takes off into the night sky.
You're so goddamn stupid.
Octus, Enmity vanishes. It is your turn.
Okay. I'll snap my fingers and pins and disappear. And they haven't moved yet because they're still here. Okay. He's going to take off, which will give him an attack of opportunity from
Nobody. Agony. You see, Agony is there, but does not appear to be ready to take a swipe.
Okay. So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15 to the edge. I kind of look over where my brother went down. Just kind of have us use my bonus action to take a minute. Just
Use my bonus action to take a minute. That's so good.
Oops, sorry, went wrong. I think. Octus runs to the side real quick and checks to see if he can see where his former brother, in his many ways former brother landed. Here leaves a message on the ground. Here lies Franz Deconis. I think they have the. He's basically. Sorry, it's just here lies Franz. His sister's coming, so if they see that, they'll know. Keep in mind, now I just realized this. Given it's the Deconis, this may not be the last we see of Franz. Then, well, of course, after that little message, follows Julian. They'll have 2 rounds till the sisters arrive. Velas misses with another guiding bolt. I'm not sure how many spell slots she has left. To be fair, she tried to shoot at something with fog, so it's. Since he misses, well, they can't see her, so they don't know they will miss. So she tries to place off a warning shot and uses an intimidation on soldiers. All of whom promptly, after seeing this here and that, use a duck. They are therefore prone. Taisha uses a oldie but goodie heat metal on one of the full armored soldiers. I think she takes them out. The heat takes them out in 1 round. I think I'm not quite sure.
Fade into the mist. You see that she turns into you. Goes bye. And walks off the bridge.
Oh, she's gonna be
gonna have
so
fun with
upset
that.
later.
If she keeps that form and the sisters catch up, oh, they're really gonna be pissed.
Every new decision is the worst decision they've ever made.
That's great. Aranis is still behind there. Did she go?
Ernest's turn has not.
Oh, okay, I just wanted to make sure we were leaving her behind.
No, certainly.
Okay.
Looking out.
Like,
my sisters are gonna show up and be like, "There he is!"
oh my god, that's so fun.
I'll just act as the Deconis boy. No one will suspect it.
Oh, it's so good.
Boom, 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 boom.
Remember, Octus.
Yeah, demons cannot catch a break. Incredible. I really love that this combat is far from. This combat is actually showing the world that tyranny is the most serious of her siblings.
Octus, let's try this again. Octus orders a standing down, at least to the ballista, because everyone else is already prone, therefore technically standing, at least temporarily standing down.
For a persuasion check,
Is that 10?
these ballista are aiming. They have yet to go. I'm going to ask for a persuasion check here. This is going to be a DC 20, but I'll allow you to roll with advantage.
Natural 20.
You gotta be fucking kidding me.
Alex!
I love you.
Brennan's like, I hate you.
He did something to you.
He did. I know.
Something to you.
I
We all
felt,
know it, you can't say it.
I felt like my life was being siphoned out before we started this game, and now I know what it was.
Not your life, your frickin' luck.
As you say, stand down.
This kind of remind me like Sonata and Naruto. Oh, in the terms of gambling.
As the highest ranking member of the Deconis family, stand down.
Yeah.
You see the ballista turn to look at you one of the guards up here calls out, I'm going to say, because these guys can't see you line of sight over the bridge, you're calling to the ballista. They say, my lord, all of these are your allies and companions. Yes! Agony looks at you and goes,
I didn't realize she was still there.
No, that's the funniest part.
I just turned to go,
You belong to us now. Is that how that works?
unbelievable. That is going to go back to Aranessa.
So fun.
That is... I'm not gonna touch it. That's very pretty.
Aranessa, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. She's going to rush.
She runs as far close to the gate as she can, and then holds action. Then we get to Julian.
Turn into a tumble and make it look. B gets cocked. Natural one. I catch the stone and like, whoop.
Oh no!
Turn into a tumble and make it look, act like I meant to do that. But I'm gonna go for that guy right there.
Punches the guard with haste shanks them. There, who the frick is that? Shank. Oh, sorry. Shanks to kill one. A sneak attack hit on the one next to him to finish that guy off. Around the gate. Octus now is dashing toward that gate.
the most fear you've ever seen on his face.
Got it. Oh, the twins.
Yeah.
Did you forget who? What did you think? What did you not realize what those two Death Eater like things in the sky are?
Incredible. Seeing this, Araness is going to use her ready action to also just fall in right.
Yeah. Valus runs and makes it through the gate. Tasha does a cure wounds on Julian, then gets through the gate. Julian takes some 7 damage from I don't know where. And has to get through the gate. He yells at Julian to run. Julian kills the guards by the gate to make sure they can't interfere. But leaves one alive for a message.
Flashing faster than the eye can see.
Blood sprays and scatters about. There's the one guy standing there, and I hold the rapier up at him and say, "I leave one to survive, to go back to your patron, and tell the house that the Venus will see them fall now." And then I'll use the rest of my hasted movement, which at this point would be 50 feet or so, to catch up with the rest of the troop.
Whoosh! You rush out, past Octus. Octus, you're the last one left on this side of the gate. It is your turn.
Okay.
There's one guard left standing in the ballista towers.
I look at the one last guard as I pause by the door for a second and look at that last guard and just... Good luck. And I just take off.
You rush through the doors. As you see the shadows of the gate behind you, you hear...
Is there a mechanism within there to close the gate?
The gate is actually... There is a gate and a portcullis. Yeah. You see that the gate is open, and there is also a rope holding the portcullis up.
As I run by, can I use my action to undo the rope?
You absolutely can.
And so the portcullis comes down.
Yeah.
Boom! The portcullis closes as we exit initiative. Just for fun.
I'm so scared.
Two twin sisters manifest.
Oh, that's how they look like.
Just out of line of sight, not being able to see over the bridge. Octus, is your feet. You hear the faintness of someone casting Detect Magic and noticing Franz's name written in stone. As you see the up here, you guys racing into the shadows as fast as you can as you hear the ballista sort of like the ballista operators up here. Oh yeah.
No. I was just...
Shoot them! Shoot them!
As the ballista sort of archers calling down saying, Who goes there? Shouting to the bridge, looking through the dark.
Actually, I'm not sure. At this point, I'm not sure if the Erie's actually part of the sanctuary or not.
Look at each other.
I just thought that.
Hear footsteps racing into the dark. I am going to need in this moment a group stealth check from all of you. It's a 19 on the die for Aranessa. What did we get?
18.
13.
19.
Dirty 20.
Okay,
I will note,
Yes.
just this, keeping this honest, haste only lasts for a minute. When it drops, roll on a full sprint. Suddenly you watch Julian just fall to one knee. And he's incapacitated for a round.
I pick him up.
Malus, you shoulder Julian with one arm.
Let's go.
With a dirty 20, 19, and 18.
19 for me.
19 for you, 18. 19 is our median sort of roll here. You guys rush into the dark as fast as you can up the stone steps towards the Eyrie. Down below. As you see mist rise from a spell cast on that bridge by the two twin sorceresses, peering out into the darkness as your footsteps vanish into the city. That's all for this episode.
Let's go, boys.
Let's go. The nick of time. Run!
That was so stressful.
That was so fun.
So
so many.
I killed so many Daconuses.
You really did.
Well, 1,
Dakota's gonna come out of Vassal House, guys.
Yeah, a couple of guys who knew the job was dangerous when they took it, and one guy who definitely deserved it. Oh my goodness. That was...
I think he's their thimble.
Work. How frightening, and also how deeply absurd. And as you guys depart, we'll have to get back into seeing if your eagles await.
Just a bear up there being like, what took you so long?
Everything all right?
That took max a minute. Stop. One of us had to pee.
You're all good. I know that was 3 or 4 rests. You had a couple rounds of sprinting top speed before the incapactation hit. And for all of our friends at home, the only thing left to say is it Thursday yet?
Yeah.
Hey, let's fucking, get some sage.
Yeah, well, anyway.
And smudge those dice, actually. What?
Yeah. Well, they perform an exorcism. Because, that's worked perfectly well for Will Wheaton. We go to a homebrew of the evening, or should I say homebrews. Tonight, for the new homebrew, I'll actually give you a double feature, as I'll be showing you both my 5th edition and D&D ONE, which is, what I'm still calling the newer edition. And Circle of the Cosmos Druid. This is the Druid of Dunamancy. In learning your place in the natural world, you explore the shifting nature of its fundamental forces. I won't have the flower things for the individual things, and for the D&D ONE version, I'll just go over the changes because there were some differences I made. I should say some of these ideas first came to me to put in the D&D ONE for, but then when I wanted to make also 5th edition, I realized, oh wait, they don't have that, so there was frick me. Yeah, my older mouse died recently, and now I'm doing a gaming one, which has extra features, and I'm fat-fingered. At level 2 in 5th edition, you get your first thing, spatial stage, where you gain one of the following benefit: spatial spells. You can prepare a number of additional spells equal to your PB. Wait, that shouldn't have been... No, it's PB. It's proficiency bonus. Yeah, you only start with a 2 at this point, and you only get to... These spells do not have to be druid spells, but they do have to have either the tags of Dunamancy, summoning, or teleportation, warping space. Space warp. Something could be associated with warping space. Then... The other feature option you have is spatial flux. Whenever a creature within 30 feet of you performs an action requiring a D20 roll, checks, attacks, saves, you can use your reaction to force a reroll. You must use the new result. It's a once per turn because you only get, unless you can figure out a way to get more than one reaction. You can only use this benefit a number of times equal to your proficiency bonus before a long rest, and can spend a wild shape to replenish 2 uses. Meaning you could potentially have up to 6 uses. You could at start out, you could potentially use this 6 times, but you would not. But you would never. But you would be able to change your form. Then wild hold, instead of a worm hold, a wild hold. As for it's called that because because of your ability to burrow through space and time. Whenever you spend a use of your wild shape, you can teleport to an unoccupied space within a range of 5 feet times your druid level. Like an arch druid has a range of 100 feet for teleportation with this. And I think that like in 5th edition, you get unlimited uses of wild shape at the end. So like your god, most people are to be able to continue up to that point. This does apply for when when you're using it, spending for another feature too, though. So, such as stuff on the, including stuff you're about to see. That was your level 6 feature. Your level 10, however, is warped nature. It's like the other one. You get one of 2 features. However, the choice you've already made the choice of what you want for it. The one you gain is based off of which spatial sage benefit you chose. For those who chose spatial spells, you receive a bonus to your spell attacks and attack rolls and spell save DC to all your upcasted druid spells. Like only if like you're casting at higher levels than the minimum. And it's equal to half the upcast. So the bonus is equal to half the upcast level of the spell cast, rounded down. It's a weaker version of something you get in the Circle of Evolution. Matter of fact, then you also get Spatial Flux. The choice you get if you've already chosen Spatial Flux. When you miss with a melee attack, with your wild shape or a weapon, your AC increases by 1 until the start of your next turn. There's no limit, so if you can perform multiple attacks, it does accumulate. Originally, I was going to have it like a 2 or 3, but no accumulation. But I thought like, you know what? I'll let them have fun. And finally, your capstone ability at level 14. Remembered Form. You can spend 1 use of your wild shape to revert back to the state you were in at the end of your last turn. Basically, like your state, like you gain the health loss since your last turn. You lose any condition stuff, and the only things you really don't get back are wild shape uses, because otherwise, if you said that you have unlimited uses. Actually, it should be it does not reset the number of uses of this feature, since you do, I did calculate that you would get unlimited uses of it at the high levels. You may only use this feature twice, so you only get the original 2 uses to a wild shape to you this. But anyway, you can't use it to reset the number of uses of the feature itself. Nor can you get spent spell slots back, nor number of uses of magic item, charges or like a set thing or that. It's including and especially I could have sworn I changed it back. It's supposed to say consumed magic items, as he said long rest. It's the same things. It's mostly the same thing here with minor change, but there is some significant changes, like in addition, besides the fact that you get your first thing at level 3 instead of level 2. Your first thing, your special stage, is also already chosen. You already also chose it like you would have the warped nature, as it's based on your primal order. If you chose Magician, then you get your spatial spells. If you choose Warren, then you get your spatial flux. Which same things that they like get those additional spell like limits on tag, which they must have those certain tags. A D20 test it uses the correct terminology. It does get, there is a bit of a minor upgrade, like for all until the end, because you do still get replenished 2 uses of wild shape, but you do get more wild shapes as you level up more, like it's still, though. There, it returns with a short or long rest. You get a number equal to number of. Wall hole is the same. Like I said before, just like with the 5e version, it is already chosen, but it's not based on spatial sage this time, which is already picked. But now on your elemental fury feature that all druids get. With the one you usually get for would now be what you get with potent spell casting. The increase to spell attack and DCs. And the problem is you still look at it bonus to AC until the start of your turn. Remember, form it's just it's just as a there. It has the including consumed items there too. You magic action, and you can use it only twice before per short or long rest. Despite having the fact that you still spend wild shape, you can only use it twice. And as a little bonus, yes, we have an old one just because of it's called a Bridge Too Far. We have an older edition I'm reintroducing, Warp Bridge. It is a 6-level spell of the Conjuration variety. Casting time is 1 hour base. It does increase the duration at higher levels. Requires all 3 types of components. The duration, the casting time is 1 hour. The duration is a day. You cards 2 different paints of 2 different colors, both of which has dried out crushed worm mixed into it. Yes, it is in fact you sort of creating a wormhole. There is a proud tradition of puns in spellcadones. In material, draw a closed shape with a max burner of 60 feet on a flat surface within an extra-dimensional space. Then draw a symbol at the center in a different color. While the spell is activated, you can enter a different. You must do this in an extra-dimensional space. I'm not sure I said that. You enter a different extra-dimensional space, and redraw the same shape and symbol in the correct colors, and you create a portal between the 2 spaces. For the remaining duration of the spell, like, you could connect 2 bags of holding and stuff, like, for simple things, like, if you can figure out how a emergency thing, you could use it, like, even use the mention in rope trick. Maybe, or something. The spell ends early if you reuse the same shape symbol in the same color. Basically, you have more than one act at the same time, but if you use the same shapes and colors, then it will interfere, like create a branching thing which it cannot stand, and will just end the spell. However, if one of those portals is on like a movable, if the surface they're in is in an external space but is a movable surface, should that surface leave the external space, the spell also ends. And simply at a higher, it's a higher duration levels of casting at higher levels will create an increase in duration. 7th level will give you a week. 8th level will get you a month. 9th, 1 year. If for some high, good for high level shenanigans. With that, I thank you for joining me. This is Freenair Reamentra. And I wish you good luck. I wish thee good luck on the quest of life. I'll get this right this time. This is Freenair Reamentra, and I wish thee good fortune on the quest of life.